Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, today's video I am going to be promoting the following three conventions that I will be attending as a Game Master and as a player as well, because I don't overload myself too much with just running games. I like to play in other people's games as well. In order that in which they will be occurring is AutoCon, which is into its third year, and this is going to be held in June 8th, 2024. It's a single day convention, very, very small in my hometown of Pleasant Valley, New York. And so I highly recommend that if you are in the general area and you're looking for a small but growing con, this is a great convention to go to. Following that up will be ShireCon. This will be my third time going to ShireCon, and I believe it is the fifth, possibly sixth year that ShireCon has been running. That'll be on September 27th through the 28th. Just a 2-day con, and another great, really fun con to go to. Probably about 150 to 200 people at this convention, and it has been growing over the last 2 years as well. So we will see, how much growth it has this upcoming year. And then finally, even though it's 2025, January 16th to the 19th, I will be at Page 2, which is the Philadelphia area Game Expo, second year of this, and really, really great event, and really enjoyed it last year, and really looking forward to this year upcoming. So all three of these conventions have badge sales currently open. All three of these conventions are still open for submissions. So if you're looking to run something at any one of these cons, all three are available for submissions, and I believe most of them, if not all of them, probably within the next couple of weeks, will be open for you to start signing up for games. Obviously, the one in June is going to come up a lot faster. I believe Philadelphia Area Game Expo 2 will be open up on Wednesday for where you'll be able to start signing up for games. I will have Ron from Page on my channel Tuesday night at 8 p.m. For a Eastern time for an interview, and we will be talking exactly about this, point of not just what it takes to start up a convention, and talk about his experience in doing so last year, and what is the rate of growth, because I know this thing is becoming huge, and and then just going into how people can go about not just buying badges, but also submitting to run, as well as signing up for games, which I believe might be as early as next Wednesday, which is why he's coming on my channel as well. So without further ado, I'm going to shift views here and talk a little bit about each of them and what I'm specifically going to be running. Now, I had someone say to me, hey, Rich, want to see more of you on the screen, a greater proportion or ratio on the screen. I'm assuming that this is the view that the person was talking about. Personally, I think it's not so much to see me, but it's to see my bookshelf behind me. But hey, I can't fault you there either. I'm very proud of my bookshelf, and all of the games that I have collected over these last couple of years, and a great majority of them I have run, I have run recently, or within the last couple of years as well, and some of them I still need to get to. So speaking of running games, so I now have a list of 3 games that I will be running fairly consistently through the next couple of conventions, as I mentioned. So here we go with my list, and let's see if we can shrink me down over here. I'll make myself real tiny over here so you can see. I have been running Shards of Ymir, which is an adventure for the Conan 2D20 system that I wrote back in 2017. So I had written this when Conan 2D20 from Modiphius was still in its alpha beta testing range, or while they were still testing out the system, and it's of course been upgraded to the full system now, and hugely popular at conventions. I've run this about 4 times now at conventions, and every single time it has been a table pleaser. My players have really enjoyed it. I really enjoy running it, and initially I was talking about potentially stop running Conan 2D20 altogether, and my past experience over at Rising Phoenix game convention has kind of changed that for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue writing for this system, even though it is no longer in print and no longer out in the wild. I will continue bringing it to the wild, bringing it to people, to introduce people to this game system, because it is a phenomenal game system, a lot of fun to play, a lot of fun to run, and so I'm going to continue my writing doing that. In the center you have Whiskey Creek Runs Red, and this is an adventure that I had written for the Gangbusters BX edition, which is put out by Mark A. Hunt, and this is another tried and true adventure that I had written a few years ago, I believe 2021, and run it many times at conventions. Another crowd pleaser. Everyone really enjoyed it. Every time I've run this game, the players, or this adventure I should say, the players have found a different way to getting to that end point, and in many cases had a different end point as well. So it's been a really good adventure, if I do say so myself, for running at conventions, because of that varied experience that both I and my players have always enjoyed. So I will continue running this, and then I'm going to start working on the second step in this particular series of adventures. So I will be writing a new Gangbusters BX adventure for future conventions, probably leading into the remainder of 2025 and then into 2026. And then finally, the one adventure that is not one of my own, and that is The Slumbering City. This is designed for the Shadow Dark system, written by Tom Wilson, and this was absolutely incredible to run at Rising Phoenix, and I'm going to continue. I'm going to run it 2 more times throughout this year, and I think that it's based on one of my own players, at the table, he said this was the best dungeon crawl he has played at a convention in a very long time, or even the best overall in a very long time. So that says a lot, and it's a great adventure, and a lot of fun to run, a lot of fun to play, and I'm looking forward to continuing to run that as well. So I can now bring myself back to here, and so 3 conventions. I'm just going to go down the list. I'm going to switch views real quick and talk about which games, which adventures I am running and what time slots for each of the conventions coming up. So you can now better see the convention dates, addresses, and what stage they are in their process on this particular screen. So at AutoCon on Saturday, I will be running The Slumbering City by Tom Wilson. I am running that adventure at sometime in the morning, the first slot that there is in the morning. So I will be running that at 10 a.m. ish, somewhere in there. Then at ShireCon in September, I will be running Shards of Ymir, which is the Conan 2D20 system, Friday at 1 p.m. That's the first gaming slot for Friday. At 1 p.m. I will be running that. And then at 9 a.m. Saturday morning at ShireCon, I will be running Whiskey Creek Runs Red. And then finally at Page 2, this will be in January 16th through the 19th. That is a Thursday night through Sunday. Thursday night, I will be running The Slumbering City again. Once again, Shadow Dark by Tom Wilson. Then Friday night at 8 p.m., I will be running Whiskey Creek Runs Red. That will be at, once again, Friday at 8 p.m. And then finally, Saturday at 7 p.m., I will be running Shards of Ymir, the Conan 2D20 system. So that is pretty much my schedule moving forward for the next 3 current planned conventions that I will be at. Might there be other conventions that pop up here and there between now and January? Yes, it's certainly possible. More than likely virtual conventions, and I will certainly look to jump in on any of those virtual conventions and run some games at those as well. I'll just run them through Discord and a combination of Discord and StreamYards. Most likely is how I like to kind of utilize the internet for running games at this point, and possibly Roll20 mixed in as well. But for the most part, I am looking to shift to primarily running convention games in person, and especially these ones that are all within my region, the New York, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. If there are other conventions out there that are within this kind of tri-state area, New Jersey included as well, and and Massachusetts, so those four or 5 states I am able to travel to by car. I will certainly look into any of those as well. So excuse me. So be on the lookout for updates as far as scheduling is concerned. Also be on the lookout on the channel for interviews coming up. Like I said, I do have an interview with Ron from Page coming up on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll be talking about the convention that he has put together, and look to the future to see how big Page 2 is actually going to be in comparison to Page 1. And Page 1 was really, really impressive. So be good to have a chat with him. For my first time actually talking to him, across my channel, for an interview. So looking forward to that. And as always, just like and subscribe, and hit the alert button. I am going to start increasing the amount of content that I'm putting out on the channel. There's some game systems that I've been really remiss in not touching upon, that inspired by my other interview from yesterday with Peter. Peter really reminded me of the fact that that I really haven't spent that much time talking about Savage Worlds and just looking at that system. And I've been sitting on the book for for quite some time now, and like I said, I've been remiss in spending time on the Savage World system, which is a very popular system. And so look for that kind of content coming out over the next week or so as well. So I will be spending time with Savage Worlds going forward. So you all have a great one. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, remember to subscribe, like, and share. Leave your comments in the comment section. If you are going to be at any one of these three conventions, reach out. I would love to touch bases with you. Love to, even, sit down and have have a beer or a meal, or just to sit and chat. And, maybe you'll get into one of the games that I'm running. Maybe you're running a game and you want me to sit in on your game. So yeah, certainly utilize these opportunities for us to meet and to, meet and greet and just have a good time together. So as always, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and look forward to seeing you at a gaming screen or at a convention table sometime soon. You all have a great rest of your day.